Ah, salutations, class, and welcome back. Today we'll be doing yet more Guilty Gear. I think we've had just enough time for people to understand the Gold Lewis matchup. It might be a lot harder for us to be online, but we'll see just how this character fares. I have a couple new tricks to show you. As is usual with execution-heavy characters like so, it'd be good for us to spend a little bit of time in the training room first. You've seen how I'm normally practicing my wall stick combos or wall bounces. I think I found the proper solution here. 2H is one of our most important normals, but only for combo fodder. It will actually combo out of a close slash, which is a very important frame trap for us. We're already here in the corner, so combo would be close slash 2H, then the wall bounce version of Behemoth Typhoon. From there, the one that's side switches once you land another close slash. And there, this leaves you close enough to buffer and land a full power down with the system. That's should we ever actually land sort of a conversion like that. Even if we don't have the meter. I'm missing my combos already. It's a different environment trying to talk while comboing at the same time. You really need to get into the mindset. Let's spend a little bit of time in here practicing. Also because I forget which Behemoth Typhoon it is that we need. That one sets up Oki if you just want to keep comboing them in the corner. There we go. If you don't have the meter, you can still get 30 less damage. Now, what's important is the fact that we are mostly able to do that off of our Cs. Our combos will change subtly, though, depending on how long they've been in the combo. But we have a really good conversion for most of our neutral hits. If we ever get an RC, we can just close slash 2H and then continue our combo with the wall bounce there. Depending on how long we've had them in a combo will change what moves we use afterwards. We already made it back to floor 10, let's see if we can stay there. I'm not necessarily the most optimistic about Gold Lewis's chances to get into Celestial, but he does seem to be faring a lot better for himself than most people were expecting. A lot of people are saying he has absolutely horrible defense, which is true, but we still should have a chance if we have the patience. There's plenty of players who get into floor 10 and Celestial who have no idea how to stop being a gorilla flailing aimlessly. As always, make sure you practice both sides of your combo. Let's go ahead and set you to the other position. Good evening, Kayla. Welcome to the stream, thank you. I've made sure to take a very personal note of where my audio balance should be in regards to Guilty Gear. It's my best foot forward, so I've taken a lot of time to refine it. Where were we? Position reset. Let's go to left. That puts us against the wall, so that can sometimes land us a wall bounce if we get just the right dash. Muscle memory hurts us once again. That's simple enough. Seems we have it down mostly. You need to be very quick with the next Behemoth Typhoon, or else you won't be able to land it. There's a very lovely feel with a character like this. All of his combos feel sort of refreshingly intuitive. With the fact that he spins his coffin in the same direction that you do your control stick inputs. There's a very cathartic feeling once you start truly understanding your character. You really do feel behind the attacks. You stop thinking about your combos and you intuitively know what's going to hit here or there. There's a particular extra layer in Gold Lewis's case, given that it really feels like you're swinging the coffin around. This is also why motion inputs are still very important to fighting games. One, they have sort of a mechanical balancing. A character who's swinging around a very large heavy coffin is obviously going to need the execution. That's why the inputs are difficult, because in order to truly have mastery over what would actually be a very difficult weapon to wield, the controller needs to have a similar amount of difficulty. It's a sort of test to make sure you know what you're doing. Ah, that bounces them too high for us to get the wall stick off of it. Luckily, in most cases, so long as we score that close slash, we should be able to do the rest of it just fine. Ah, a little bit mistimed there. Seems we're still not getting into a match. A little disappointing. There we go. Hit him with a jumping one, just in case. Well, let it try to queue us up for one more match. Then we might reset if it's unsuccessful. You want to hit them very high with the shoulder on that second hit. Right here. That'll give you enough time to chase them. You can also hit them with another wall bounce if you'd so like. That probably won't land us with another close slash, which is why it's important that we do the one that side switches, and hit them with the very back of it. That one will also work. There we go. That one's perfect. That's exactly what we should be getting with him. Test it from both sides. We need to make sure we're getting the input just right. And I do believe it's signed us out of the queue at this point. Or not, we have a match. And a failed search. Of course. I think we might have to sign back in. Goodness, the matchmaking is a disaster in this game. I'm loving every other second of it. For those of you who own a copy of the game, let me know. We can go head to a park together. Yep, we're going through the whole communication loop, so that means we were signed out at some point. I don't know why that happens. I'll have to look for it again, but someone made a proxy server which should reduce your sign-in times. I'll see if I can link it in the stream if I remember. I'm tired of seeing that eagle. Are you? As cute as it is, that's not really one of my favorite loading screens. Now let's try that again. And missed it. Ah, hello Shrek 2 on DVD. One of my most powerful opponents. Shrek 2 is wonderful, don't you agree? Ah, Celestial Giovanna. So evidently we have been doing well for ourselves. Giovanna is a huge problem for us. Even standing, we can't hit her with a 5p. Go with the usual round start. Wow, doesn't even leave a window large enough for us. And here we begin. Oh, that duck's under it. That's lovely news. Ah, there's the grab. I should have expected it. I missed my input for the reversal super, that's what I was hoping to get. There we go. Nope. I'm gonna miss that. Giovanna continues to be a problem for us. Every single time. I know that one's plus, so I'm not going to contest it. And burst. Get our drone out there. There we go. Remind us enough that we're going to get intercepted out of it. Game needs to be louder, you say. Let's fix that. Just a little bit. That should be good. Well, I expected us to stay in floor 10 this entire time, but seems we're already right back down to 9. Fine. I wonder what it is we're supposed to do to contest all that nonsense. Well, that's good enough damage should we ever actually land a hit on her. So we know that 6p will at least dodge the spiral arrow, interestingly enough. I don't know if it'll dodge the circular kick one. Ah, hello, Leo Whitefang. Floor 9. We'll see if we can get ourselves back to 10. People will probably understand the matchup a lot more. May's old theme, curious. Note to self, stop air dashing. Ah, well, that can't be 6P'd. Wait for it. Get out our minigun and still get hit out of it. And we're gonna get wall broken here. Or not. I was expecting that combo to continue. There we go. Get out our minigun, give him a little bit of chip damage. I can't 6p that. Get out our drone. Ah, this is going to be a nightmare for us, isn't it? He seems to keep doing that. But we have the damage to punish him if he ever makes one mistake. Nope, it's not your turn yet. That is incredibly minus. Drone. Now he's in the corner. We have the disjointed hitboxes to punish any of his approaches like that. Ah, now I think about it. I wonder if we'll be able to use Behemoth Typhoon, one of the backwards starting ones, to actually hit him out of his cross-up. That would be interesting. I wonder why he has Mace theme playing. Ah, minus again. We have the damage. Thank you very much. He seems very hesitant to use the counter out of that. Let's see if he counters this. Yep, there we go. We just need a jab to contest that, and we'll be just fine. Got him, just in his block string. Back in the corner, or not. You already side-switched by that point. A bit of a weak move to hit me against the wall with, isn't it? Ah, I was hoping that would work. Just not close enough. Not quite. Get him with a little bit of chip damage. Ah, finally he does the reversal. I was blocking, damn it. And he's still too far away from that. Noted. Alright, Leo proving to be a problem once again. We'll have to start focusing a lot more on catching those cross-ups. That's always the issue with me, is blocking left-right. That catches backdashes at round start. Nope, that didn't work either. Funny how the Secretary of Absolute Defense has the worst defense in the game. The single worst amount of defense. There we go. Just so long as we can control the neutral like this and keep catching him when he tries to jump out. That will be a very clean sweep. And you're dead. Looking for just the right hole in his block string. No. What a curious 6p. Still can't believe that crossed up. And goodbye. There we go. Pretty clean sweep that time. Just so long as we don't get ourselves caught in the cross-ups and vortex that follows. That doesn't work. I suppose that hits the OTG. There we go. That's something more akin to what we're looking for. That doesn't wall bounce. Interesting. There's certain hits in the combo which won't do that. Let's see here. I suppose we can practice Sarah's setups against reversals then. Grab, drone. We'll be able to block. And that's where we can get the counter hit 2H. Look at the wall bounce on that, that's incredible. Do you carry over counter hit properties from hitting them with other moves after the first one's a counter? Worth a look. Ah, that doesn't give us a big counter. Grab, drone, backdash. Okay, that does get caught. Grab, drone. I suppose that's one way to do it, but that's not our most optimized combo. Reversal happens. I'm not sure that comboed. We're still having so much trouble getting a match. And there, we should be able to hit. There we go. A very clean 3 bars of health taken off of them. Ah! Another Gold Lewis. This should be fun. This is actually one of my favorite matchups. Both of us are just throwing out big, chunky, disjointed hitboxes the entire time. Let's see what he does. Yeah, both of us looking to block. Drone. Interesting choice of music. I don't know why you're picking Milia's theme. So far, a pretty clean sweep. Look at that damage. So big, so easy. That 2S is actually a very important move for a Gold Lewis. It's disjointed, very disjointed. Ah, good block. Ah, missing the execution on all of my attacks. Once you get in the corner against Gold Lewis, it's very hard to make a comeback. Oh, well, that's not what I wanted to deal with. A lot of time that we'll have to take just looking at him. Shame our 2K doesn't combo into our sweep from there. He's got the read on us. Miss. And there we get to begin. No. Not that soon. I suppose I should be expecting that if he has that meter. How about a grab? Not what you were expecting. And I think he'll try to jump out of that pressure, but he doesn't have the opportunity for it. We'll stop his jump. I wonder if that's a different mechanic from other games, the fact that there's a window that you can't block while you're trying to jump. Missing my execution once more. Ah, good read. Nope. Good gold burst. That was more of an attempt to FD there. I'm not losing this one. And you don't have the meter to FD, do you? Or you just selected not to. Very well. Oh, this is gonna hurt. And I think we're dead. This round's lost. Or not. It's time for us to start. Ah, missed it. Starting to panic a bit here, it seems. Let's see if we get him with a sweep. And then a drone. Ah, good block. This is gonna require all of our concentration. But I think we're done. Or not. Ah, just missed. Ah, that was an attempt to FD. Once again, we get counter hit. Be very careful with your simultaneous button presses. You have to be very careful. Hello there and welcome to the stream. Let me know if you'd like to hit up a park. Otherwise, we're just trying to play Gold Lewis and Ranked. Missed our 6H. Ah, nice one. Wait for it. And miss our FD yet again. Alright. Get our bullets. And so we begin. Drone. Ah, we got the burst. That's not the wall stick we were looking for, though. I could have sworn I blocked that one high. I suppose that will work. Oh, almost. Ah, there we go. Close slash. We'll take that. Good set of rounds, my friend. Good set. Three and three. Seems we're even at floor 6 so far. I wonder if there's a way to combo after that. Let's go ahead and give it a try. We have an Anji now. Well, you have seen how I'm already back at floor 9 or almost 10 with a character I only have a few hours on. I miss Anji, but I'd still like to see more of Gold Lewis. See how he fares comparatively. Alright, Anji, what do you got for me? Bit of a delayed start. I know just how fake your pressure is. Unfortunately, with my slow buttons, I generally have to respect it. Looks like overheads are going to be the bane of us today. There's the FD. And missing the 6P once again. Drone. Well, that's certainly one of my favorite cross-ups. I didn't expect to cross him up with that PRC, so that actually prevented us from blocking him. Ah, hit by the overheads once again. I suppose we should start fuzzy guarding a bit more. Good jump. Have a drone. And there, we were prepared for it. Anji, the grappler boy. Well, I suppose that's one way to handle it. Ah, the 6P. I missed that move. We're going to space. I think I input a super. I did not. I tried inputting a close slash. Didn't hit him on his way in. Didn't particularly sleep well last night, so I'm noticing my reaction speed's a little bit off. Lit. He's gonna block. And get that started. Good burst. Get our drone out there. That's my Oki. And yours wins. So we're notice he's backdashing every time that he ends up getting blocked there. Needs some work. A good start. Falling for the overheads once again. We'll take a moment to get our patience back. And we're dead. Let's do that again. Good start. Usually with Gold Lewis, it just depends on who gets the first hit. No more backdashes. Not in the air. Ah, there's the grab. Again, none of our buttons really can contest him, can it? Secretary of Absolute Defense, kind of lacking in that defense. Drone. Well, a good parry. Alright, alright. Let's rock at it again. We just need to handle this with a lot more patience. That was a very weird burst. Alright. I'll throw. And a drone. See, that's a bit of a cheeky overhead right there. If you jump and do kick, they won't be able to grab you. Usually that's what they'll be trying to get with a setup. I grabbed. I grabbed again. And so I begin. Burst, please. Or not. Oh, there's the counter. Well, that's our KO then. It's been a few days since I played, so I think we might need to stand a little bit more time in just the training room. Practice some of our combos and conversions. Get the muscle memory readied up again. Let's take ourselves a little break. Go over what's important on our character. I suppose we should practice on someone other than Kai at this point, shouldn't we? Alright. Position reset. Let's get back to center here real quick. Just remember, anytime we actually get a punch, we need to be doing the upward Behemoth Typhoon there. And that's going to convert off of, I'm pretty sure, every single one of our buttons. Set him to stop jumping when he wakes back up. A good start. That's one of our conversions. If they're close enough to the side. I wonder how well that works mid-screen. Ah, the timing on that is very tight. I don't think you'll be able to get the upward one there, given that it requires a bit of a dash input there. Although I have heard there's some things like, say, once you get a wall stick, if you get the dash macro button there at just the right time after spinning your control stick, you should be able to land the dash. And there! You saw he moved forward before he hit the punch. That's what we're supposed to do on our corner combos, and that's probably how we can buffer some Behemoth Typhoons that still have a dash. Ah, no, that's not the close slash we wanted. Try that again. Ah, missed the dash input, but we still get the full power there. If you hit them up close, you'll still get 2 more damage, because that'll actually get the follow-up with the drones. That one. It'll have the extra hits at the end of it. So, let's try that again. I wonder if we can... Ah, we can't buffer it like that, so let's try... That gets us a jump, but I think that's getting us 1 step closer. So lift, start our next input. Nope. Remember, given that you have to hold the last direction in order to get the correct Behemoth Typhoon, we can't buffer a dash like that, so I think... In the case of landing this, our only option is to use that Behemoth Typhoon that launches them away. We might not have a chance to do the one that launches them upward. Unless, say, we can hit another normal in there. Let's try that. That looks like we'd be able to land a Far Slash. So let's try that again. 5k. Launch. Launch him again. And we might have to just release our control stick in order to get the 5p there. Nope, I don't think we'll be able to land a 5p off of that. Alright, that gives us a little bit of time to relax.
Quick match. Stand by.
Always stay hydrated, class. You don't want to gear on a dry mouth, dry throat, and all that. I know my voice sometimes will sound a little bit gravelly, but I assure you I'm keeping very well hydrated in the meantime.
Quick match. Stand by.
Ah, we're doing this again. This song and dance every time. I wonder if that proxy server actually improves your chances of getting a connection, or if it just speeds up the first time that you have to log in. Let's try this again. So, what we need to remember is getting any of our buttons confirmed, we need to be buffering the upward swing Behemoth Typhoon, the one that launches them upwards for good Oki in front of you. Ah, Potemkin. Interesting matchup for us. Allegedly, this is one of the few that's very much in Potemkin's favor. He has larger buttons than us. No, I know exactly the oldest trick in the Grappler book. Have a drone. You missed your timing there, buddy. Blast him away. Alright, buffer to 6p. Have a throw. I'm the grappler here in this matchup. You're the one trying to stay away from me. He's a little bit impatient. Ah, Mr. Behemoth Typhoon. And there's a conversion. Take off a good 30% of his HP. Alright, I don't think our 6B is going to beat him in that case. Let's try to go for the Launcher Behemoth Typhoon. We know he's at least very minus. Ah, good one. That should get the wall break. Yep, and that's a KO on our part. Lift him up again. Drone. Drone. There we go. Get the lift, get the drone out. Well, not the command grab I was expecting. We might lose this one. I've got one too. Let's see who wins. Him, very much. Alright, we were doing well at the start. We'll just need to learn this matchup a bit better. This will catch your Potbuster. Or Mega Fist, that's what I'm looking at. His sweep's just a little bit faster, alright. I tried to contest that with a button. That's not going to work. I tried to buffer a super. Just barely missed the input. That's a start. Get another drone out. Ah, darn, I was hoping I'd be able to get the Oki off of that. Get the wall carry. And not quite plus enough. Get him with the 5P. He'll be just too tall to get underneath that. Missed. Not your turn yet. I'm just going to be exceptionally plus, and I'm going to have so much chip damage off that. Let's see. Well, I suppose that's the one we've been looking for. That is where we should have backdashed. I could definitely feel my execution messing up a lot. Yep, back down to floor 8 as expected. It's not one of my better days, but we'll keep at the grind. We need to make sure we're ready on our best and worst days. Alright, what next to practice? I believe that's the same Potemkin, so let's try that again. See if we do a little bit better for ourselves. I just noticed I'm back in the corner again. I should be front and center for the fighting games. There we go, that'll catch your pot buster. And that should be game. Or not. I'm going to miss my inputs again. That's probably the biggest pain here, just missing the inputs over and over again. I wonder if that actually low-profiled this attack. Interesting. Get him to move away so we can get him closer to the edge. That's a start. Nope, my turn. I don't know why he tried for a grab at that range. That definitely would have landed. Wouldn't have landed. You know, the dub for Gold Lewis is so good. I consider turning it on. Shame that doesn't combo. Astonishing that that missed. You know, now I think about it, a jump punch would probably contest his Mega Fist pretty well. Or maybe even a regular 5P. Well, we got him to waste his burst at least. I swear. Missed. And so we begin. Well, that's exactly what he was up and hit us with. You know, he's the first Potemkin we're finding that's actually doing that when he's supposed to. Ah, so close. Let's just do this. You had the tension, why didn't you block it? Into the corner with you. Not your turn. Goodbye. You only need about 2 good interactions with Gold Lewis to win. You know, you push them away with the wall break like that, and yet they just teleport right back to you in order for them to get abducted. Is that an oversight, I wonder? And there's the grab. Throw out another drone. Get him knocked into the corner where he belongs. Get him knocked away. And let's start that. And here we go. Goodbye. We have one reversal, and it's a very, very good reversal. It's so hard landing that 6p on him. Get him knocked away. Start our pressure. Ah, the wall bounce was just a little too high for us there. We'll get our hammer swinging. What a giggle. Alright, seems we understand that matchup a little bit better now. I think that's a reversal punch that I have him set to do. Counterattack. Standing punch, that's right. Checking our frame traps there. You saw that we got that one attack where he bounced very, very high, so I think we need to practice our little wall combos a little bit more so we don't drop them as often. And there we go. That's what we're looking for. Or not, I suppose we were a little bit too slow there. Say we get a conversion there. There, 200 damage on Potemkin. So anytime we can get a conversion in the corner at least. That's a wonderful start for us. Ah, we need to be careful. Can't side switch on them. So say something like, why do you keep doing this to me? This is my favorite game to play, but the connection issues just keep making it difficult. Not exactly having the most fun trying to play. Oh well, we'll keep at it. So far, I still feel like I'm enjoying Gold Lewis more than I did Anji. We just need to be a lot more responsible finding the holes in our opponent's pressure. We'll have to do a lot better guessing and far less reacting. We still have a 6-frame 2P and an 8-frame 2K. I think the standing K is about 10 frames. So as long as we know the holes in our opponent's pressure, we should be able to defend ourselves a little bit better. I don't know if there's actually any setups we can use to get out of Ramathal pressure, though. That might actually leave us indefinitely stuck in a corner. Who knows? I'm not sure that they have time to test everything. There we go, that's what we're looking for. Drone. And let's try this again. Alright. This is allegedly the single worst matchup in the game. Those of you who have followed me on Twitter said this is the situation I explicitly wanted to not get into. Let's see what happens. We'll have to do a lot of 6Ps to catch his 5Ps. Or we might just not get into this match at all. You see what I have to put up with. Let's take ourselves a little break. Head back into arcade mode since the internet doesn't seem to want to agree with us tonight. We missed getting to boss Nagariki last time, so let's see if we can do it again. We might have better success doing parks if there's any of you in the stream that would like to join. Let me know. A little bit of 1v1 might work. We've already seen the cutscenes, we don't need to know what's going on here. There we go. The AI isn't going to be doing much to us, is it? But once we get on the extreme route, it should be a lot better for us. Interesting that we dodged that with our 6p. So that's not going to be hit by // in any of the follow-ups afterwards. Now that I think about it, I wonder if Dust is a reliable combo from close slash. That actually might be better for us in the corner. That's something else for us to try in training mode. You know what, while I'm here, let me just scoot myself up over here and make myself just a little bit smaller in that window. There we go. That should be good fighting game distance. Let's hope my buttons haven't been destroyed by alt-tabbing out of the game. Button check. We're good to go. Hello there and welcome to the stream. There we go. That's just the kind of damage we're looking for in this character. So I think a lot more meaty 5Ks will do us justice. It might even be safe enough to dodge some reversals if we get the timing just right on it. We'll see if we can get ourselves into boss Nagariki, and then we'll try going back online. There. That's the damage we should be getting on our conversions. Hold me while I eat this ride lightning real quick. He deals so much chip damage, it's absurd. Alright, time for the arcade mode speedrun. Take another drink. Hello there and welcome to the stream. Let me know if you'd like to go hit up a park somewhere. Right now we're just trying to vent with the usual connection issues we find so persistent online. A little bit of a cathartic break in arcade mode should do us justice. Although it's mostly going to be us mashing buttons against target dummies. You know, I wonder how this matchup normally fares for Gold Lewis as well. It might be doable given that his 2P will hit Ino out of hover dash. But the fact that she can jump up into the air to use her projectiles means we're going to have a lot of trouble contesting her with Skyfish. And there's the wall break, and there's us missing the follow-up. I don't know if you have enough time to actually get a dash out there. Might not. Maybe a dash slash would have worked. Alright, we're halfway there. Should give us just enough time. Best theme in the game, here we go. You know, if Faust was better, I might have actually played him instead. Just because his theme is that good. Okay, Gold Burst it is. Gold Burst, the Gold Lewis. Well, that'll hit us. Don't get to see that enough because no one plays Faust online. We can't let ourselves lose, because that's usually what will deny us the chance to fight the boss. That's close enough. It's funny. In the dub he says UMA, but the Japanese version just says Yuma. Short for unidentified mysterious animal. That's the Japanese phrase for cryptids, basically. You know, like Bigfoot, or Slenderman as of recent years. Funny that even in the dub he says UMA instead of cryptid. But I suppose that's the direction of the writers now, is it? Now, our 6P is very good against Chip, given that a lot of them like to spam jump 2k. And with our damage, we should be able to do a lot just if we ever actually get a hit. Ah, missed. Wow, look at the damage on that. Then again, if that were actually how much damage a minigun should be doing, he should be dead, shouldn't he? Lift him up, and take him down. Well, that was a good 2k. Stuffed out his Alpha Blade. Run up and Gold Burst. Alright. Well, that's a conversion if I've ever seen one. Let's see if this lands. That would have killed him from 50% easily. Alright, not much longer to go. Just a couple more stages. I would like to see just how well we can fare against Boss Nago. He's probably going to backdash. Or not. Now, the test to see if we can get in. We have yet to fight a Zato with this character, so it'll be an interesting matchup for us. With us having absolutely no ability to defend ourselves, though, it might be one of our difficult matchups. Well, given that I'm losing to the AI pretty reliably. There we go, there's the burst we've been looking for. Stuffed out the frog. Good on us. Well, so long as we at least get 1 or 2 hits in, we should be good. Lift. I think a drone just might be able to... Oh, wow. That absolutely deletes Eddie. That might be our best option. Let's see if we can get our chip damage. Well, he's too short to be hit by that. There we go. Alright, it looks like we might actually have trouble if we were to fight Zato online. That offensive pressure is not something we can deal with. Awaken to possibility, that evaluation says. We got the Daredevil notification, so this is probably us being on the route towards, Boss Nago. I'm excited. I don't think we viewed this dialogue before. Well, that's a cross-up if I've ever seen one. And here we go. You know that 5H is only -2 at the end of the day. It sure doesn't look like it. Seems like it would be a much slower button. Well, that's a start. That's not quite the combo we would have wanted. We would have wanted a conversion into a wall break. Simple enough. That's a very quick rival battle for us. So, now we should be fighting Boss Nago alone. And again, as always, Nagaruki is our boss. This is the first version, the one that we normally fight that has, I believe it's doubled health. And he constantly builds Blood Rage. That is an actual reversal in this version. Or we'll just get hit by that. That's one way to get a little bit of chip damage on him. This is going to be insane. Oh yeah, I remember. The boss version of Nagaruki here actually has a completely invincible Blood Rage animation. I don't think we'll be able to fight the Floor 9 version of him. Is he invincible during the entirety of those dashes? That's a little frightening. It's still a shame that you can't unlock this song for online play. This is definitely one of the best tracks they have in the game. It might be invincible, but we can at least try to frame trap him out of it. Ah, that'll kill us with the chip damage anyway. I tapped my FD button, but it was a bit too slow. Let's give it another go, and then we'll try to see if we can go anywhere online. I don't think that's going to let us fight the boss version. The boss version. Okie. That'll knock him away. Still ridiculous that that one's completely invincible. Yep, it looks like he's invincible through the entirety of that dash. But I don't think he gets a screen freeze after doing that attack. One round lost, but we got close. Ah, it's ridiculous. Burst. I'm not dealing with that. Drone. And he'll just invincible reversal us. Get our wall break, which will still do the same amount of damage as it has before. And more invincible reversals. It's a nightmare every single time. Alright. Please excuse me for a moment. I'm going to head to the bathroom and then we'll head right back online. I think we're ready to go. Yeah. Give it time to reconnect. And it just now finished. Seems a little absurd, doesn't it? Very well, back to business. Hello, Isan. Yes, that is indeed Big Schmeat Dickinson. The biggest of Schmeats. Alright, who's our first opponent? Kai Kisk it is. Welcome to the stream, Isan. Let me know if you'd like to hit up a park. Might fare me a bit better than just running around in ranked. Well, he doesn't know the full technique yet. I was hoping to be able to air dash over it. Ah, 6p, but it didn't come out at the right time. Good jump. Drone. He has plenty of meter to spare, I see. Ah, did that at just the wrong time. Let's do that again. You know, allegedly we're able to combo off that. Wonder what buttons we should have used. Have a throw. And a drone. Get our burst out so we don't end up in the corner. That'd be way too oppressive. And burst, but we didn't get time to catch it. We'll take him with the chip damage, though. Let me finish this round and I'll be... or finish this set and I'll be right there to fight you. No low Camille options here. And burst out of that. We don't want to lose this one. Catch him in the backdash. Not quite. I suppose he's going to save that burst for the next time I land a hit on him. It's a little difficult. If you can lock him down in the corner, he pretty much loses. He has the stubbiest 6p in the game, and it's one that is still coming out in only 6 frames. I don't think he has any winning matchups except against Mei, strangely enough. Get a throw in there, and a drone. Good jump. Alright, so we see he's jumping out of our pressure a lot. Well, that's one way to hit with a 6p. See if we can reduce his tension a little bit. Catch him out of a backdash. Tried doing the jump. There we go. We got a hit on him. 6H catches backdash. It's so inconsistent exactly how plus or minus that Forger arc is. He has such a good dash for that. There's the start. Doesn't want to deal with it, do you? That's a punish. And get him with the fast overhead. There we go. Not big and dramatic like some of his other attacks. And a lot harder to see coming. That still has some marginal use on him. Okay, that still hits us. Get out that skyfish. He's not going to jump over the entire thing. Get our conversion and hopefully a wall break. There we go. That's the damage we play this character for. Get him to use that burst. And let's see if this hits. It does. A bit overkill, wouldn't you think? That would have knocked him out of his next health bar. So I guess as long as we don't have shock state, Forger Arc should be fine to block. No tick throws here. Get him with the minigun while he's jumping around. There, we finally tech the throw in this house. And get this while you're charging. Get that burst out of him. I tried. But he just DP'd at the very wrong time. And we live on a chip of health. One more round and well, actually I think that's the last one. There we go. Well, we're back up to floor 9, it seems. Let's find ourselves a park, then. That's why I try to avoid playing characters that have DPs. I prefer different reversal options or defensive options. They don't show up very often in games, but I do like characters that have parries, like Gouken or Geese. Makes you feel a lot more awesome when you actually catch someone with a parry than with a DP. Which is actually one of the reasons I was so attracted to Anji in the first place. But his parry functions completely differently in this game than in Accent Core. We'll find ourselves a park momentarily. Let's see what we have available. Meet me in West Coast number 4. Give ourselves just a little moment. Wonder if we have any sort of other stuff we can fit on. Necktie and shirt is easy enough. I don't think they have a lab coat. Which does make me sad. I don't think there's anything close enough to approximate it either. Oh, wait. That would be the Faust costume. Oh, right. Even worse. He doesn't have the lab coat in this game. Ah, what a shame. That would have been perfect. I'm even using a scalpel. Let's see who shows up. Now, I have had internet issues before, so I have shown up in rooms like this, and even though we both say we're allegedly in West Coast number 4 or 6, it's had some trouble before. Ah, hello Isan. Welcome. Let's hope this works. Lots of 6Ps ready. Start with the usual. Ah, get that out. Ah, that 6P is so rough. And that's our loss. Simple enough. Good DP. Have you just never been in ranked? It's hard to believe that you're labeled as floor 6. Well, this is how it's going to be for the next 30 minutes, so better get comfortable. I'm starting to get tired of ranked, at least with all the connection failures we've had today. Let's take it back to a park and make it a bit more relaxed here. That's a start. Ah, the command grab. I'll always fall for that. And still missing. We'll see what works. You know, I never see any other chips use that online, so I wonder what the big deal is. That 5K I never see from anyone else. Can he cancel his 5K into his 5K? That's a little unusual. Only Miller can do that otherwise, I believe. Oh, well, that's a start. That's a lot of damage. Don't go easy on me now, I know you can do better. Yume. I expected you'd be doing the aerial attack. And here we go. Ah, those cross-ups will always be the death of me. I should have had a much better punish lined up. Wrong time to burst. Ah, well, I wasn't expecting that to whiff. It seems like this matchup is mostly a test of who gets the other one put in the corner first. Well, he didn't fall for it. 6H. And now it's time. And get it started. You know, once you realize I always try to attack on wake up, you'll start DPing. I was ready for a block string. I wasn't expecting there to be an actual close slash there on wake up, getting the counter hit. Well, that'll beat out my 2K. Noted. There we go. Get him with the 5K. A cheeky low. I was expecting the overhead there. You know, I've seen some very expressive combos from a lot of different players. I'm actually very happy to see it. You guys remember that one Celestial chip who would actually time his Rekka, where it was the same between both the low and the high, so you never knew what to expect. And here we go, back in the corner again. Those overheads are going to be the death of me. I haven't really been doing well with the mix-ups today. This might kill. Alright. That was sweaty. Very sweaty. That's a start. You know, I don't think I can get a follow-up off that overhead. Wasn't necessarily a good way to burst. Ah, he already jumped. That's going to miss. And that will get us with chip damage. Chip damage. I thought I could keep running after him. The Gamma Blade's actually plus, which compensates for the fact that it's such a risky attack. Up, air throw. I wasn't even trying to jump there. That was me trying to buffer the super. Alright, so far very fun. I wonder if my 6H can actually chase him from there. And we're gonna go to space. Get a drone out there. Yeah, there's no chance we're coming back from that one. See what the 6H does. Ah, that does catch him, but I don't think that's actually going to counter hit him out of it. Ah. Yep, Gold Loose gets in the corner and he'll lose. Trying to buffer super in the middle there. But it'll teach us the rest of our defensive tools. Again, wrong one, follow up with. I still love that combo, it's so flashy every time. Does this kill? Not quite. I tried 6B that one. Let's see. How can we beat that round start backdash? Get out with the drone. Get a throw. And that should be game there. I suppose we'll just have to deal with it. And that is incredibly disjointed. I didn't even know it was that disjointed. That's impressive. Alright, so we have to deal with that backdash somehow. There we go. We saw that burst coming this time. I think we might just have to deal with it. See if we can stop his approach on the way back in. Because Chip also wants to be close to us like we want to be close to him. We'll need to use our large disjointed hitboxes to make sure he never gets close. Yeah, I'm never going to block that. Always remember, you can only block while dashing if you use FD. And you should always have the meter since you gain meter by dashing. Well, I suppose that's one way to kill a Chip. If there's not a single Shoryuken in there. Alright, so far so fun. I think we'll just have to be slower on stuffing at his approaches. Shame that our burst missed. That would have been an excellent chance there. That was me trying to buffer the 1080p super. Funny that it uses the punch button. You can actually say 720p or 1080p. Well, that'll hit him from behind. And we only need one more interaction to win. That'll work. Sadly, you don't actually, or well, I suppose it's good for him. You can't actually get rid of it by attacking him. That laser's still ready to come out. There's the command grab. And the RC. That should be able to get the wall break. Like so. I fell for it. You know, I can probably 6B that. I imagine the active frames are long enough to hit him before the command grab. A regular 5B would work, but that probably even whiffs on him while he's dashing. Good block. And we're dead. Or not. Or yes. Nice combos, I like it. Chip's very stylish, looks fun. I have considered playing him in the past. He has a very nice kit. In fact, I think I have played him a few times online. Very good round so far. I like that cross-up. It seems to catch a lot of people. And get him with a throw. I don't think it's best to be doing that with a 5k. Our 2p and 5p are actually what are plus. Get a drone out there. And that should be game. It's funny, there's dialogue for Chip specifically, where Gold Lewis will talk about him finding Vernon's mark, trying to catch after the president like that. Try to go for the hard read. Get that machine gun out, or minigun out there. We'll still get hit by that. And good one. Nice command grab there. Lift him up. That's such a very bizarre 6p. Nope, can't stuff that. This you'll eat a wall break for. Don't let it happen again. Whew, just needed one little opening. I really like that J2K, but we should be canceling it into Behemoth Typhoon. Like that. And there we go. Hello there and welcome to the stream. We're currently messing around with the parks. Taking a bit of a break from ranked. It's been a bit rough today with the connections. The jump dust fails again. You really need to use that off of a regular jump. Or a high jump into an air dash. Let's see what a drone does for us. Ah, the cross-up. Completely ambiguous. That's why his jump 2K is such a problem for most people. And here we go. Off to the sky. Good one. I don't know why I was trying to stuff that out with the 2K though. Well, this should give us our turn back. Send out a drone. He doesn't stay in the air very long like most other people I fight. So I guess this XP isn't going to be very useful for us. It does happen occasionally in the corner though. Ah, that 5p is going to be the death of me. Get that throw out there. Well, I suppose we'll take it. I think we're minus on most of those interactions. Maybe I should stop trying to Behemoth Typhoon at round start. It always misses. Good DP. Alright, still blocking low. Crosses me up when I'm in the corner. Alright. I don't understand your logic, but I'll accept it. Man, what I'd give for a character like that. One that could actually have a jumping normal. That's actually one reason I'm excited for Slayer. His 2K would be able to be used as Okizeme, which just makes sure that your opponents block. Not the button I was looking for. And we'll know that slash doesn't work there, so I think 5p or 6p would have worked. Or 2p even. We've seen that hit him before. Yep, once you get caught in the vortex, he's kind of stuck there. I really love the rendering effects they have on that alien coffin. You see it more and more nowadays when people are trying to convey something mystic. Wow, even the 6H misses. Ah, I was trying. I was prepared to block. Well, that worked that time at least. I was thinking he'd actually be running back in. He has such stylish combos. I actually should try playing him one day. Especially now that you're reminding me he has that jumping, that 2K, or 6K, that's what it is. Ah, DP, the only thing more disjointed than a behemoth typhoon. I'll go for a few more rounds. It'll be time for dinner soon. Ah, good burst. Let's start. Okie. Get another throw, get another setup. And the meaty. There we go, we finally found a way to beat it. Just all the little kicks. I love the sound effects when they hit, that little smack sound. That'll hit. And we're dead. Alright, so why don't we try running and behemoth typhooning? Like that. What a throw. Alright. Get that out there. Neutral jump into the jump dust. Excellent button. Well, I'm surprised. This actually seems like a lot more even of a matchup than I would have assumed. Just because anytime Gold Lewis actually does get a hit, he tends to murder Chip. I knew it was coming. Used the wrong button to punish it. Yep, once he starts getting plus, that's where we start dying. Grabbing at just the wrong time. He really came out with that vengeance. And goodbye. Well, I suppose we both have some sort of vengeance awakened in us. Get that set up. And watch me burst. I tried for the cheeky cross-up. We're dead. I'm still having fun. Let's go 3 more. Why did they name him Secretary of Absolute Defense if he doesn't have that much defense? Okay, so I can't punish that on a hard read with Behemoth Typhoon. I have to use one of the stubbier buttons. Excellent. And we missed. Ah, missed that one too. Drone. Let's see if we can sneakily get something out here. Ah, a 5p, that will work. Good Alpha Blade. And good grab. Missed my safe jump setup, I suppose. You see me looking for that cheeky reversal super, don't you? Have a drone. And another one. Bursting at just the wrong distance. Ah, what are we at? 2 more. So far, it's a very even matchup. I wonder if you get the cross-up just right, does that dodge DPs? Maybe not Leo's, but perhaps Soul's or Chip's. Good DP. Note to self, always buffer that 2p input with the Behemoth Typhoon. Even if they block it, you'll at least push them back. That's not going to work. Ah, just tried. Good round. One more. This one will decide the destiny. Or not. Alright. GG's indeed, friend. What a wonderful evening. Alright, we're having a bit of turbulence here, but I just need to spend some more time with Gold Lewis in the lab. I pretty much didn't have a chance to play all weekend, so I'll be a little bit rusty around the joints. I look forward to playing a bit more in the future, seeing if any of you else would like to join us. Ah, hello Quantum Leap. Thank you for joining. Yeah, blocking against Gold Lewis. Most of his Behemoth Typhoons are actually incredibly minus, so the ones you need to watch out for would be the big overhead. The slower one is plus 12, but all the rest of them are actually slightly minus. What does work very well is FDing against Behemoth Typhoon. That will negate the chip damage and actually push him far enough away that he usually can't follow up with another one. If he immediately tries another Behemoth Typhoon, it will usually whiff, and there you can punish him. But that's generally how he is. His advantage is incredibly scary, but his disadvantage is where he's weak. That 2P of his definitely needs a lot of work. I do look forward to playing more in the future, though. Let me know anytime you're in a stream, and I'll be happy to play. You too, Quantum Leap, anytime either of you would like to join. I'm thinking more Guilty Gear on Thursday, but tomorrow I'd like to take a break. I still have some things to unpack and a little bit more social networking to do, but I look forward to seeing you all soon. I really enjoy streaming here, so I'd like to be here more often, especially now with the new setup. I'll see what stuff I can get installed tomorrow, and hopefully, things should go a lot smoother for us. But for now, class dismissed. Thank you for watching.